Hey everyone, it's Armor Gaming and welcome back to the channel and welcome to Monster Legends. It is time of that month for one of my favorite videos. This is the video where we take a look at the top monsters, or more specifically, the most used monsters in the top 100 players. So we're going to see who's being used more on offense and on defense, so maybe this can give you an indication on which monsters you should be focusing on. So with that being said, keep in mind this is the mid-season. During the mid-season, players tend to test different monsters, and it's during the end season that we get to see who's the best of the best. But let's see. A huge shout out to SP Competitive Wiki, or sorry, SP. Huge shout out to Monster Legends Competitive Wiki for putting this together. Link in the description if you want to see the blog for yourself. It is yet again that time of the season for the usage data. I've compiled all the current top 100 players monsters and what everyone is using yet again, and have all of their data nicely laid out in this blog for all of you to see. I do want to preface first, however, I did run into two players with suspicious activity. So it's the top 98 data. Two of the players I documented were clearly doing some nefarious deeds as they had absolutely zero mythics. The one guy I documented had some, but none were even level 100 yet, and the other guy I documented only had a few rares. I wonder what ranking specifically they were. And yes, I checked their profiles, islands, everything. How they were in the top 100 is beyond me, but I would assume it's relatively impossible to reach top 100 unless you at least have a couple rank 5 level 150 mythics, up to at very least corrupted era. So I would like to ask, if you see anybody like this in the future, should I just skip them and try to pick out the next player in the lineup, 101 and 102 and so forth? At the moment, I am sticking true to my word and documenting everything and everyone I see. But being honest, I don't see a player making it into top 100 with their strongest monsters being level 5 Firestar, level 4 Treezard, level 22 Pandakin, 0 legendaries or mythics to speak. Plot twist, what they did is they knew you were going to make this blog, so they jumped in the top 100, then they sold all their monsters except for their low level monsters. It seems impossible to me. Nah, they're probably cheating though with fraudulent activity. Anyway, let's get to the usage data. Oh, also important, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year's to everyone. Forget to say that as the holidays are coming up, and I hope everyone has a wonderful time within the coming weeks. I hope that as well to everyone out there watching this video. Go spend time with your family. Turn off this video. Alright, A is for attack, D is for defense, T is for total. The ratio of players with pay-to-play metros and Doom mythics as opposed to none was 86 to 14. What the heck? Wasn't it like... I'm pretty sure it was like 75% last time was pay-to-play, not 86. Wow, that's a huge jump. I gotta check at the previous blog, but I'm pretty sure it was like 75% pay-to-play, 25% free-to-play. Wow, that was the jump. Yeah, okay, so it looks something like that. Let's see. It looks like the pay-to-plays are getting back to momentum. This mid-season, I was real surprised not to see quite as many free-to-plays. I must wonder if a certain Fire Demon Lord is responsible for this. And whatever the reason, it may be revealed in the next usage data. Also, I want to say, I'm still going to be counting metros as many... Oh, wait. Also, I just want to say, I'm still going to be counting pay-to-play metros as not many free-to-plays way to obtain the pay-to-play ones has dropped quite yet. That said, I didn't include Drobonaut or Atron as they were fairly easy to obtain in the last bounty hunts. Alright, sounds good. Whenever I saw one or the other, I confirmed and checked the rest of their monsters. Cool. Alright, let's see. Let us scroll down. So, oh man, I always like to guess, but honestly, it's probably going to be the same monsters in the top. Slumster, Poseidonia, Fruit Taster. Of all the paywall monsters, it's still probably going to be Gragshack because Taunt Dodge Area is powerful. But yeah, let's scroll down. So we have let's just scroll all the way down. Oh, Pango. Pango's third. Okay, so we have Slumster, Poseidonia, and Pangoliath. So look at that, 75% basically. We're 75 total. 40 on offense, 35 on defense. Wow, Poseidonia 24, 37, Pangoliath 14 and 30. So Pango is still holding on strong, but Slumster is just the dominant monster. Keep in mind, for everyone that says that SP does not give out good maze monsters, this was a maze monster. That's right, Slumster was a maze monster. Man. Alright, Poseidonia. Man, Tails monster. Right now we have another good Tails monster, Teddy Bomb. I remember when I made the video on Poseidonia, if I wasn't busy that weekend, I would have spent like 2,000 jumps to get her to rank 5. I'm barely ranking mine up in the rank up survival dungeon, and I have her at like rank 4 and I think 1 breakout. She's phenomenal already. Love Poseidonia. Annoying to deal with sometimes. Pango, Megaton, permanent Megatons. Until we get a Doomsday permanent Megaton monster, Pango will always be in the meta. But if SP releases any Doomsday monster that has Megatons, honestly, the skill set doesn't even matter. Just permanent Megatons, that will replace Pango. But for now, he's still hanging on in there. Fruit Taster, Team Race monster, the very first of the Metro era, and one of the best, as we can see. He's still hanging on in there in the 4th spot, 16, 23, 39 total usage. If only one extra player would have used Fruit Taster, he would have been up here with Slumster, Poseidonia, and Pango. We have Grackshack, as I mentioned. This was going to be the only paywall monster that was in the top. Oh, wow. Lord Inheritor jumped up a lot. 15, 14, 29. I have to wonder if it's because nature, right? So with Lord Inheritor, you have an elemental advantage to take them down, especially because one of his skills removes positive effects before dealing damage, fire-based damage. So even if you have Slumster, the funny thing about the AI is that AI Slumster will always do team evasion. Lord Inheritor's like, I don't care, remove positive effects, damage you with a fire-based attack. I have to wonder if that's why players are using Lord Inheritor. Not to mention, if you do the Fire Beast, you have a damage increase because he's fire element, and then you have another damage increase because he's dual element. So that could be the reason Lord Inheritor is getting such high usage. And again, that cleansing skill is just good. Then you have a possession skill also that you can utilize. So that might be the reason why. Like, take control of Poseidonia, reverse healing your own team, you're good to go. Alright, so yeah. I wonder if Lord Inheritor is going to outpace Grackshack. I wonder if SP will ever put Grackshack for free for the free-to-play community. Algata! Whoa, Algata jumped up there too. And Algata was recently available in a mini Tails events, mini progressive event. 27 on offense, so you know players are doing that triple damage buff. I wonder who they're doing it with. Is it Grackshack? Is that why it's 26 on offense? Is it Killstreak? Is it a Killstreak Grackshack? What are players doing, I wonder? I'd be curious to see if there's like a team that constantly repeats. That'd be interesting. Like a top, like this is the top. Like we have data on all the top, and I'm sure they have it because we have data on all the monsters individually. But is there like a team that is constantly seen over and over again, like Slumster, Poseidonia, Fruit Taster? Like, are 20 players using that, right? Because then now you know how to formulate your team. But anyhow, Algata, Pure Pandoff at 9. Free-to-play monster, 9, 13, 22. Ryclops, this was the first bounty on free-to-play monster, I want to say. 6, 15, 21. Chia Long also still hanging on in there, 16, 4, 20. All right. Now we have Spec at 11. So Spec dropped. So yeah, players aren't doing Algata. Spec, right? Because 27 on Algata. Dang. Maramotus, 6, 9. So this is Taunt's Mega Taunt. Dark Volt, 4, 9, 13. Okay, I can see Dark Volt still being used. Because even in an era of anticipation and the Shock Beast, it's fine, right? You can do Dark Voltic, Slumster, Evasion, clear the Shock, and then you have Pango running all life. And then if the enemy has Poseidonia, that's fine, right? You can probably... It depends who else they have on defense. But if they have, if they're using Slumster, Poseidonia, and Fruit Taster, you can just brute force take down Fruit Taster, then go after Poseidonia. So I think it can work out. Syntheris, Top Monster, 10-3. Lord Nabotis, 1-11. Zool, 6-5. One of my favorite monsters. Love using Zool. Garnixel, 0-9-9. Hydrorian, 1-8. Artifact Monster. Drobonot. We have Modrak, Lucky Clint, Skelectron. Stalkiller, her usage is dropping. Plantamination, another dual element monster. Maltius, an artifact monster. Tertullian, Taunt, Beambot, Pierce, can res, Ingwe, phenomenal attacker. Malteron, Firecatcher. I honestly always forget what Firecatcher does. The last is at 3. Dark Uma, Taunt, Isabeth, support, double damage, damage boost, cleansing, remove positive effects. Artifact monster, triple damage buff. I forget, attacker. Alvaro, team evasion, churn transfer, and then these are the cheaters. Mega Taunt, Clutch, Taunt, Mega Taunt. You see the theme, reverse healing. Cheater, I'm imagining. Uriel, Sammy the Plague Carrier, and then these monsters don't really matter as much. Quaste I like. Quaste is an interesting monster. It took him down, we did a war with Quaste was usable, and that was difficult. Alright guys, so these are the most used monsters in PvP. So let me know what you guys think about all these monsters. Do you think there's going to be any changes for the end season? Especially, I think this was the most shocking thing. Seeing Lord Inheritor jump so much, up to 29 total usage, 15 offense, 14 defense. Gosh, that is interesting. So, yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Do you think Snowgrows is going to influence the meta anyhow, or the new monster, or are you not impressed with Season 2 as well? Thank you guys so much, and remember to subscribe.